ended with this group. We start out that way. Yeah. You guys have a traffic problem here. I'm just saying, okay? It was like I got in from the airport and they put me downtown and it took forever to get down there, and then literally I thought, okay, I'll be okay. Usually you can find a cab in a downtown hotel, right? So I go downstairs and I think you want to get a cab, and I think, okay, I'm a good hour, 15 minutes early. It goes, it's going to take 20 to 30 minutes to just to get you a cab. Oh. Anyway, that took 50 minutes to get here, you know. But number one, I just want to say how excited I am to be here. These type of events are so key, okay, to creating momentum and understanding. Excuse me, I've still got this stuff from before, just from Summit, that I haven't quite. This next week, I'm on vacation and I'm going to get rid of it. I'm so excited about that. I lost my voice. But these are key to continuing to keep what has happened moving forward, and to see that there are other people that are. Sometimes you know how you're out there and you go, man, I'm all by myself. You know, I'm the only one. I'm staying at home. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and nobody, you know, go talk to somebody. You know, type of thing. There's nobody like me. And you come and you see that there's like-minded people that want to reach out, have the same goals, and have the same aspirations. I'm always a little bit reluctant when we ask people to stand up with you if they're a guest, if they're here for the first time, because they're going, okay, what are they going to make me do? I'm going to have to state all the states backwards or sing the Beachbody national anthem or something, you know. Hey, seriously, we're just glad you're here. As Amy said, you know, you're here because someone cares about you, and someone wants you maybe to get a little bit of a sense for who we are as a company and what we stand for. And my hope, as you watch this little video, is that you will get a sense for who we are, kind of the culture. You're going to see that, you know what, we're a fun culture. We don't take ourselves too seriously. There's something we are very serious about, though, and that is changing people's lives. Helping people. Let me restate that. We can't change anybody's life, okay? But we can help people change their lives, and we can support people. And we've got some solutions that we think are awesome solutions to help people if they really want to change their lives. On the way over, I've got a new best buddy because we spent a lot of time in the cafe. 55-year-old guy, and he was saying, "Where are you going? Because you're not going to get there very fast." You know, and I said, "I'm going to a meeting." "Well, what kind of meeting is it?" You know, and he goes, I said, "Well, it's a company called Beachbody," and he looks at me, he goes, "You're the Beachbody version, I guess," you know. Now we were talking, and he goes, "Have you ever heard of Insanity, Peanut?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, dude," you know. And we started talking, and then he started to share how he said, "So tell me a little bit about it." He says, "My wife," and this guy was fit. This guy was lean, you know, and was a fit guy. He said, "You know, my wife, you know, weighs 350 pounds, and she's really struggling, you know, with how to lose that and get in shape." And he just says, you know, the sad thing is it's impacted, you know, her self-esteem and our children and all those things that all of you know. And he was just, you know, like I said, I became his therapist for 15 minutes. And we were just talking about that, you know, about maybe some solutions and the concept that, you know, people want to change their lives. You know, first off, they have to want it. And most people change. You know, I've found in my life that people really change for two reasons: out of pain, you know, or gain in their life. And I don't like reducing it to that simply, but it really is that people, they've got something in their life that they want to change. They don't want to be a waitress for the rest of their life. They love it for the rest of their life. They want to change financially. They've got problems with diabetes or health problems. They know that they need to change those things. Or on the other hand, there's people that have a vision of what can be, or how their life can change. They want it to be a transformational person in their life where they want to change it for their children or someone else, change the financial, change the health, change all of those pieces for their families. And so as we get started here, although you're going to see this as, I think, a fun, and there's some great things, some great takeaways, as you look at this, my challenge to every single person in this room, we've got about over 100 people, about 110 people, if my count was right here, is simply this. Our theme this year is for 2013 is dream big. And for those of you that are at Summit, you know, we talked quite a bit about dream big, and I shared some thoughts at the beginning of this. And when we first started talking about dreaming big, I thought, you know, it's kind of foo-foo, it's kind of soft, it's kind of out there, you know, type of a thing. And as the years progressed, and as people have started to grab hold of that, and people have started to dream again, we've seen this huge numbers of people's lives that they've started to behave differently. And they've started to do things differently, and their priorities have changed in their lives. And they've started to realize that they could do more and achieve more than they ever thought that they could do. And so my challenge as you watch this video tonight and have some fun, that you will also look at your own life, regardless of where you are, regardless of where you are. If you've already achieved more than you ever thought you could have in your life, that it's time to recalibrate. It's time to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I can do more, I have more to offer, I can achieve more. And I don't care where you are, okay, how low you are or how high you are. My challenge is that you'll take an opportunity here to say, is there something more out there for me? And does Beachbody and what they offer, does that line up with who I am? Because I'll be very honest, is that, you know what, maybe we don't, okay? Honestly, maybe we don't. Our goal, as Amy had everybody recite, you know, like first graders, you know, is to help people live healthy, fulfilling lives, okay? That's what it's about. That's who we are. And if this doesn't line up with your goals and your core values and your core purposes in life, then you know what? You need to go find out where that is. Okay? Because life is just way too short to be spending time where it doesn't matter. You know, so we want to patch on the fanny, kiss you on the cheek, and say, go there, find it, do it, get there. Okay? And we love you. You know, we want you to use our programs. We want you to drink Shakeology because we know it's really good for you. But go find out what floats your boat, what scratches that itch. Okay? But if this lines up, if you get that sense, then you owe it to yourself. Okay? And you owe it to the people you care about in your life to say, you know what, I can do more, and I will do more. And the reality of it is that it's not going to come quickly. Okay? There's going to be headwinds. There's going to be some flat spots. There's going to be, you guys, the ones at Summit heard me talk about this show called 42, where you know there's going to be naysayers. There's going to be non-believers. There's going to be non-dreamers that are going to try and talk you out of it, you know, that don't understand. And the only thing that's going to get you past that is your consistency, okay, and your persistency on focusing on the things that will bring you success, okay. And that is the magic sauce. That's the piece that you need to bring to this. And I know that it can happen. And you know what? Everyone, just like your fitness programs. You know, you get out there and you start doing your fitness programs, and it sucks. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I mean, that first day you go out there and you go, this is stupid. I can't do the moves. I'm not coordinated. It hurts. You know, I'm not in shape. I can't. Yeah, I mean, you know. And then the second day you're going, I was really right yesterday. It's really and you can't do it. You know, I was doing Fast and Furious on T25 today. You know, and you got to be coordinated to do some of that stuff. You go, this sucks. You know, but then there comes that point. Then it's interesting. All of a sudden there comes that point where you'll have a realization where something clicks, and there's that one day where all of a sudden you go, I couldn't do that before, and today it happens. And that's what happens with your business as well. I mean, don't be naive about building a business. Don't be naive about it. When you think, the people that come in, this is a marvelous business from the standpoint, you can come in and in a year's time or 6 months' time, you can change things dramatically. But where else can you do that in the world? You know, I went to undergraduate, I went to law school, spent 3 years in law school, you know, to get out and do all this kind of stuff, and you come out making, you know, decent money and kind of earn your way up the ladder. But it was, you know, a long time, big investment, a lot of debt. You know, and so to think that you can jump into this kind of a business without some sweat equity and without a learning curve and without sticking into it, one of the biggest disadvantages to this business the investment of getting in isn't very great. You know, and so sometimes we treat it like a $39 business as opposed to a $390,000, you know, business, because it's easy to walk away, from that, unless you really have something that burns deeply. But I'll shut up here and we'll get over to here, because I want you to think about this. But I got the coolest. I'll get emotional about this. But most of you, I have a big family. I have 7 children, right? And kind of like this room, it's like proportionate, like I have 6 daughters and 1 boy. So you've heard me say, I always say it this way, it's all boys except 6 girls. But I had 1 daughter who was a coach, okay? And you would think that she, being my daughter, she would have the inside track, and she'd have this thing figured out by her. And that she'd just kind of be, woo, and I kind of think that she should, but she doesn't. She doesn't. It's been so amazing to watch her, because I watch her struggle. And I watch her struggle with her why and what she wants and how badly she wants it. And how, the pieces that she goes after. And watch the inconsistency. She has three little children, which means I have 3 little grandchildren, which is awesome. But I watch her, so I get this text today. She's driving from Phoenix up to Montana today, and she goes, "Dad, since Summit, I have 11 Success Club points." Woohoo! And we'll talk a little bit about that. For those who don't know what that means, it means that she's been sponsoring people into business and getting some traction. But I don't think it's because of Summit. It's because she has been on this consistent track now for the last 3, 4, 5 months that has just been consistent. And she's just continued to do the same things, and she hasn't gotten quick results, but just little bit by bit. And then all of a sudden there becomes this tipping point where that happens in your business. So let me challenge you this, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more after this is over, sorry, and we'll ask some questions if you want. But as you watch this, see if you line up. See if there's not more for you. Allow yourself to dream big. Just kind of let yourself look at yourself and say, what's out there that I could have that I'm not letting myself tap right now? What's out there for me? Because I think there's more out there for all of us than we let ourselves believe. And so anyway, having said that, let's watch this, and then we'll answer questions at the end about everything Beachbody that you might have there. I just want you to know how excited I am to be here. It's always fun to be, and listen to the stories. Casey's walking out the door back here, but I'm looking at his backside. I'd rather look at other people's backside than yours. But you know what? I hear those stories, and you go, so here's a guy that's lost 180 pounds. Okay, he's lost one of me. Okay, he was carrying me, around, and he lost one of me. Okay, I may be good with the loose, but you think of the life-changing. That's where the rubber meets the road. That's where lives are being changed. That's what we're about, and that's one of those things that strip everything else away. We are a cool company because of the lives that are really changed. You can't fake that. You can't fake it. It's real. And to be part of something that is real and that offers a real solution that really changes people's lives, that is a blessing to be part of something like that. I personally count it as a blessing to have that in my life, to be part of a company that gets to be, to have just a small little nano part of touching people's lives that way. It's pretty cool. So anyway, but you're the ones that are carrying the message. You're the ones that are making it happen. So with that, let's watch Carl and Michael with Las Vegas Showgirls.